How you doing, guys? Back again with another video. So in this one we're going to be taking a look at the Case 135mm lens. Now straight out the box what you're going to be getting is the lens itself, a cleaning cloth and a nice little bag to put it in. Now when you order this lens, I got mine off of eBay, but I do believe it's on AliExpress and a couple of other sites like that. And when purchasing the phone, they also have cases that are available for only a limited amount of smartphones that are out there. So right off the bat, let's jump into the video, and your first thing you're probably going to notice is the size of this lens. It is absolutely huge. Compared to say like the Sandmarc or my B-script lens, this lens is definitely one of the biggest lenses that I've ever used for a smartphone. Not only is this lens big, but it's heavy as well, so it's made out of premium materials, it feels solid in the hands, and it feels like a really well-made lens. Now, when we look at how you can actually mount this to your phone, it has a 17mm threaded base on one end, and on the other end is the lens itself. Now, one thing that it hasn't got that is missing from this lens is a filter mount. So being able to add ND, CPL filters or some Tiffin Pro Mist filters, or whatever filter that you're actually using, there's no threaded mount on the end there to be able to attach one of these two, which is a bit disappointing. But I guess at the price point that this thing comes in at, then I'm not going to complain too much. Now, like I said, there's a 17mm threaded base on the other end, so this can attach to any rigging system with a 17mm thread on it, including a case with a 17mm threaded mount on it, like the Ulanzi case that I'm using. And that's one of the things that I actually like about this lens. With that 17mm threaded mount on the end there, I can mount it to a case that just goes over my phone. So I haven't got to take a bulky rigging setup about with me to be able to attach a lens that can give me a good focal length with a nice bit of depth of field in the back there, which is really nice. I like the fact that I can screw it directly to this Ulanzi case and carry it about anywhere that I'm going. Nice and portable and easy to use. Now the focal length on this is, like I said, 135mm, and it's about comparable, about the same as what you can expect to get from B-script's 3x Tele Lens. Now that lens there is definitely my all-time favourite lens to use on a smartphone, but it does come at a hefty price tag. Now this lens here made by Case, the 135mm lens, is roughly about half that price. It's about £90. So in comparison to the B-script is definitely always going to be the better option, but then again it is double the price. And again, it's all going to come down to your personal needs. Like for me, I like it to be portable, so that 17mm threaded mount on there is perfect for what I like to use. And if we take a look at the Case 135mm lens, you can see the focal length difference between the standard lens on my phone and the Case 135mm. You can see that it's very, very zoomed in, about a 3x crop on there. And you're going to be able to get some really, really nice depth of field using this lens. So if you're looking for a lens that's going to give you some nice depth of field, then this is definitely going to be a good option for you to go for. Now, talking about bokeh, this lens does give you some really nice shallow depth of field, and it's one of those things that you just can't really achieve on a smartphone without using something like a DOF adapter or having to get very, very close to the subject in order to get some depth of field. But with the Case 135mm, you can stand relatively quite far away from the distance, a good metre or 2 metres away, and still be getting some nice shallow depth of field there. So if that's the type of look that you're going for, that artistic type of look where you just want a little bit of separation from the person that's speaking or the product that you're shooting to the background, this lens will be a great lens for that as well. Now, when we talk about how sharp this lens is, the center of the image is ridiculously sharp, but as you sort of go out further to the edges there, it does soften up quite a bit. Now, again, this is going to be one of those things that's going to be dependent on what you like to shoot and how you like to shoot it. For me, it's not too much of an issue. If I'm using this lens, I'm either doing a talking segment like this, where I'll normally be dead center, so me being sharp in the middle there and still getting some depth of field there is not an issue for me. Or if I'm shooting some sort of a product or something like that, then that'll be dead center as well. So it all depends again on what your needs are. But in terms of sharpness, the center of the lens image on your phone is going to be sharp as a pin, but as you start to go further out towards the edges there, it's definitely going to soften up quite a bit. So when we take a look at the overall image quality of this lens, I think for the price, for £90 that you can purchase this lens, I think the image quality is pretty damn good. And you know, if you could overlook those issues of it being a little bit soft on the edges there, that's, for me, that's not an issue whatsoever. But like I said, the image quality that you can get out of this lens is absolutely spot on, and I don't think if you purchase the lens you'd be disappointed. So that was the Case 135mm lens. Great lens, 17mm thread on it. Unfortunately, no threaded mounting system on there for ND filters. So a little bit of a shame there, but overall for the money, this is a great lens. And if you're looking for a lens that's going to give you some shallow depth of field and give your smartphone footage just look a little bit more cinematic or higher quality, just up your value a little bit more, this is definitely going to be a great option for you. So once again, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.